Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea Tranquility. Welcome to day 24 of albums that are 30 years old in 2022. We are looking back all month at the year 1992, 31 days of March, 31 of our favorite albums from the year. This particular one released August 4th, 1992, released on the Blue Moon Records, Mesa Records, I guess you could call it Blue Moon Records, I guess. Produced by Gary Willis and Scott Henderson. It's the fifth studio album from jazz fusion group Tribal Tech, Illicit. It's always funny. I've had this since it first came out and got the little warning sticker. Warning, contains explicit melodies, suggestive harmony, graphic rhythms. Right? Not all sorts of bad words, right? Just some pretty crazy playing. I've always liked, since I first bought this, I used to think at first that this was like white chocolate, and then you look a little closer, it's like, well, maybe it's like a mountain ridge, or maybe it's like a chunk of like Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Not really sure. It could be any of the above. But it's a damn good album. Fifth album, like I said, Scott Henderson on guitar, Gary Willis on bass, Scott Kinsey on keyboards, and Kirk Covington on drums. Pretty much the classic lineup of Tribal Tech. There they are, right there. There's the guys. And there's Scott and Gary, pretty much considered the leaders of this particular band. So if you've never listened to Tribal Tech and you like instrumental fusion music, it's part jazz, part rock, maybe a little bit of prog, right? Very, very good band, very great band, actually, who I think never really got the acclaim that they deserved. Most people who talk about the greats of jazz fusion, generally speaking, go back to the 70s and talk about, Weather Report, and you talk about Return to Forever, Mahavishnu Orchestra, Lifetime, so on and so forth. And in the 80s, you have the Chicory Electric Band, you've got the Rippingtons, you've got Larry Carlton, and so on and so forth. But for me, one of the great unsung bands of the history of jazz fusion has always been Tribal Tech, and this is one of their very, very strong albums. I would say all their albums are really, really good. I've got my own personal favorites. This is a top 5 album for them, in my opinion. I really like this one a lot. Like I said, all instrumental. Some real ripping, blazing fusion stuff, and a good chunk of more moody, like atmospheric things. Now, Scott Henderson, he played with Joe Zawinul for a while, and he learned a lot from Joe. And there's quite a bit of influence of Zawinul and Weather Report, and some of the Zawinul Syndicate stuff on this album. You've got The Big Wave starts it all off, and generally speaking, Scott and Gary either co-write or write separately everything that's on this album. A lot of Gary Willis compositions on this album, a lot of Scott compositions solo, and a couple that they did together. The Big Wave, great song. Stupid is really good. Stupid is really intense. You got some just absolutely blazing guitar soloing from Mr. Henderson throughout this album. But there's also some really great keyboards. You got Gary's just leathery, lovely melodic bass lines throughout. Black Cherry, another really great song. You got Torque, which is another just face-melting smoker that's written by Henderson. You got Sliding Into Carlisa, another Henderson song. Most of these songs are 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes long. Root Food, another really good one. Some great rhythms on that. Gary and Kirk Covington make a really, really great rhythm team. The back end of the album is a little mellower than the front end for me, but that's okay. You got Riot, which comes up track number 7. That's got some cool, little understated drum solos, definitely a moody piece. You got Paha Sapa, another really great track, but that's pretty short. And then the back two, Babylon and Aftermath, close out the album. Both really atmospheric, kind of moody, simmering, not as in-your-face blazing fusion as some of the tracks on the earlier half of the CD, or the first half of the CD, but definitely really cool. Like I said, definitely moody. And that's kind of like how this whole album is. It shifts and changes from different tempos and different feels throughout the album, and there's a lot of good variety on here. But plenty of burning fusion if you like that. Plenty of atmospheric and brooding, jazzy prog type of stuff. So it's definitely a really, really good album. One of their best. Illicit by Tribal Tech. If you've never listened to any Tribal Tech music, but you like kind of the old 70s jazz fusion, I think you'll really dig these guys. George Lemmy and I did a whole ranking the albums of Tribal Tech, a year or so ago. So check that out if you want to find out more information about this band. But really cool. Sadly, they are no more, but all the guys definitely do other things now. And we've even had Scott Henderson on the channel here for an interview also last year. So check that out too. That's available. Go to our interview playlist. So let us know what you think of Illicit if you are a fan down in the comments below. If you've never listened to these guys, go check them out. Let us know what you think, but also please list your pick today for day 23 as we're counting down our favorite 31 from 1992. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Thanks for watching. I am Pete Pardo. Stay tuned for another episode tomorrow morning. What else we got going on today? Let's see. Oh, new album review day. Not really even sure what day this is. Because, of course, I record these ahead of time. Actually, no, this is day 24. What am I thinking? We did 23 yesterday. So, yeah, today is the Monsters Den tonight. So we got Ray Harryhausen night. So stay if you're a fan of Ray Harryhausen, all the wonderful creatures he created through so many great movies. We're going to be ranking the 15 albums of Ray Harryhausen that's coming up tonight. I threw myself completely off because I got the day wrong. So thank you for watching day 24 of albums that are 30 years old in 2022. Stay tuned for day 25 tomorrow. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. See you real soon. Bye-bye.